Hello and welcome back to the channel with a slightly different video, but it's still all based around Hogwarts Legacy. And this video is my theory on the backstory of the main character of the game, the character that we play as. Now, there's not many things that they've given away about our character, but we do know a few details. And I think from those details, I've actually managed to figure out some of the basis of what our character could have gone through before our time at Hogwarts. Now, if you're interested in anything Hogwarts Legacy, make sure you subscribe to the channel, and also don't forget to give this video a like because it really does help out the channel. We cover all things Hogwarts Legacy here, but we also do cover the wider Wizarding world, so please get involved in the conversation down below in the comments because I do reply to everyone. Also, don't forget to check out all of my trailer breakdowns. I will link them down below in the description. They'll also obviously be on my main channel page. But without any further delay, let's get into this theory video because I'm so excited to see what you guys think. So the last gameplay showcase gave us so much information, but one bit of information that was just slipped in during the combat section of the game really gave me some information to think about in relation to the main storyline for our character and why we are starting at Hogwarts late. So the main character starts at Hogwarts in his 5th year, and I've always thought that was very intriguing as to why we are starting in our 5th year and why we need to catch up with the other students, which is why we use the room of requirements in the game, and why we don't know some of the basic spells that we see most of the other students know who have already been to Hogwarts school. Now, we know that our character actually survives an event. I believe this event has potentially killed our parents because we see ourselves being brought to school by Professor Fig rather than our parent, and this would be a logical explanation. But the question still remains as to why we are starting so late at school and why we didn't attend when we were 11 years old like everyone else. Now, I have a theory on this. A lot of this is based on speculation, but some of the information that we got from the latest showcase has given this theory in my mind a lot more drive and a lot more focus that I thought I could make a video about it. Now, I have 3 questions which I think I should be able to answer in this video. The first one is, why are we starting late? The second one is, what did we survive? And the third one is, what does ancient magic actually do to our character? Now, to start off with a mind-blowing fact, I think the reason why we didn't attend Hogwarts initially is because we are actually a squib. And we did not get our letter to Hogwarts because we do not have the required magic to be able to attend the school. I think we are a squib, which means we are born to a wizard family, so I think we are aware of the wizarding world because there's a few things that happen that our character doesn't seem surprised about, but I don't believe we are actually able to do magic ourselves. Now, I think the most logical explanation as to where we went and why we are accessed to ancient magic would be potentially the fact that our parents are a known job within the wizarding world, and that is a curse breaker for Gringotts. This would then explain why our character seems to be at Gringotts' location quite a few times in a lot of the trailers, and also could introduce our character to Ranrock quite early on in the game. If our parents were curse breakers, they would go into lots of ancient magical locations to try to find treasure for the goblins at Gringotts. If they brought their squib child along with them on the adventures so that they would be with them at all times, then potentially we would be in a location that would allow us access to lots of magical artifacts and potentially ancient magic. So in my head, the story that I believe happens is that our parents are going to look for some sort of magical artifact, and when they find it, potentially Ranrock is also there looking for it as well. Our character tries to use some sort of magical artifact which contains the ancient magic, and this ancient magic then goes into our character. During this confrontation, Ranrock actually kills both of our parents. So, in answer to the question of what the ancient magic does, I think they actually showed us in the combat trailer. During this scene in the latest gameplay footage, we get told,
but as the combo meter builds up, at some point you strike someone and a piece of their magic kind of falls out of them. You'll see the blue orbs in the game world, and there's something that only you can see in the narrative, in the world.
That our character, when they kill other characters or knock out other characters, parts of that character's magic fall off of them in the form of these blue crystals, and we can then absorb them and use them as ancient magic. I think that when our parents died, We then had the ancient magic inside us from touching this magical artifact, and we absorbed our parents' magical powers, allowing us to access the magic and be classed as a full witch or wizard. We have then escaped this location and have been taken in by Professor Fig, who I think is potentially either a friend or a family member to us, and he has then taken us on and realised that we now have access to magic and has managed to get us into Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. This would then make sense as to why we are starting late and why we know the Wizarding World but we do not know the magical spells and we have to catch up. It also makes sense that the Ministry of Magic would be very much interested in our character at this point, because we seem to have stolen some form of magic, or we seem to have gained magic in some form of way, so they would want to pay close attention to us, which is why they are giving us the field guide, which I think is also a way of them monitoring what we can do. We then go for our adventure, and the more people we kill, the more we level our character up. This is because the more people we kill or knock out, the more magic we are absorbing and the more powerful we are going to get. This then works with the actual gameplay mechanics. It'd be really interesting to see if this is actually how our character works and the reason we are behind it. It would also be a really nice way of linking in some of the prejudice already in the Wizarding World. If some people can see that we have stolen magic from others, this is what some of the basis of the Muggle-born acts are in the Harry Potter series, because they are saying that the Muggle-borns have stolen magic from wizards, and there would actually be some basis behind it within the Wizarding World. This would also be another perfect reason for Ranrock to be trying to chase our character down, and initially the reason why he has started the rebellion in the first place, because he wants to be able to use wizard magic. A lot of goblin rebellions are based around being able to use wizard magic and also being able to use wands. So I think this theory links in perfectly with that. So there you have it. What do you think of this theory? Could our character actually be a squib, and could we have stolen our parents' magic when they were killed by Ranrock after we imbued ourselves with ancient magic? I think this does seem to match up perfectly, albeit there is not a lot of evidence to support it other than what we've been told about how our character powers the ancient magic in the game, and the fact that we know we have survived something and are starting Hogwarts late. I love this theory and I really hope that it does come true, but let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, it really does help out, and give the video a like. As always, thank you to the members of the channel. These are the people involved here. But that is it for this video, and I really do hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to seeing you into the next one. But until then, mischief managed.